Birds. Huh. Bird. I lost all my money. V's black tank top. Won't be long before you're shaking desert dust from it. V's new leggings. Oh, so comfortable, fresh and perfect for a fresh start. V's muddy sneakers. Who knows where it'll take you. So he decided to ditch the city of dreams, start anew, start fresh. I went through a few fresh starts in my life, too. And you know what? Don't regret a damn thing, and you won't either. Give my regards to the South. When you hear Johnny's voice, go ahead and smile, but don't bother to answer. It'll just be a voice on the radio recorded long ago. A faded reproduction of flickering memory. It'll be someone completely different. Take care of it. So Johnny, they did leave the door open for Johnny to be in a sequel. He's going across the Black Wall, become part of the other one, but it's nebulous. It's vague. So it's always open for him to turn up again. Oh, nice. I could do readings of all this.
This dam. Remember it well. Our beginnings.
I did not know what to make of you then.
And now you do?
You'll not get any tearful confessions out of me.
It wouldn't be tearful. I know you.
What I think of you now matters not at all. Tomorrow we will be elsewhere. We'll start everything anew. You and I. Ask me then.
Can't hardly wait. Get ready, Arizona. Here we come.
Look at the city. Somewhere in there, those bastards from Arasaka are wondering how they lost everything. They'll figure it out one day. But we'll be long gone.
They'll never find us. I can promise you that.
I know. Perhaps that's why I need a good long look. One day this view will be a happy memory.
About to turn on your heel, never to see the city again. I think that makes you happy right now.
And you? Ready? Do you feel the road beckoning? It's possibly your last glance at those buildings.
Quicker I forget the whole damn thing, the better.
The city makes false promises. Many of them grand, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If you see through them before you lose everything, then you're pretty damn lucky.
Perhaps luck's with us now. Perhaps we're leaving just in time.
Think it is? Think we are. Time to make up for things.
Shit, V. You're bleeding again.
Gonna figure this out, Panham. Vic's drug helps a bit now. And once we get to where we're going, we'll try all your contacts.
They've pulled some of our folks out of deep, deep cesspits. They'll help. You'll see.
Good to hear. It really is. Speaking of which, what about our plan?
Everything is set and confirmed. We'll meet our people soon, gather our gear, and set off. Yes, the road could be hard, But as long as we don't fuck up, we should cross the border in a matter of hours.
Let's get out of here.
Sure. But V, get a good look at the city. One last time. If you need to, I mean. I'll wait in the car.
Well, Night City. Good night and good luck.
Gentleman extraordinaire Yorinobu Arasaka confirmed that his sis, Hanako, was among the victims. So it seems we've got a changer coming at the tippity top of the megacorp. Soaked in the usual gallons of blood, sweat, and tears, of course.
This is rot. I've heard enough.
So the sister's dead.
Most of our people have already crossed. They'll wait for us on the other side.
And our souvenirs from Mikoshi?
If we so much as approached the gates with tech like that, they would wipe us out without warning. We've checked. Arasaka has people at every border crossing. But we know a road less traveled.
Just realized. Here I am, klepping from Arasaka again.
Don't you worry. We'll pass right under the bastards' noses.
We better. New beginnings can be rough.
Don't you know it?
Arasaka. I think that's the sign we crashed into
There is one thing I will miss
when
about
we were with
my
the other
city.
guy.
What's that?
The food. The Thai on 7th and Haywood. The pierogies down by the docks.
Seriously?
You'll understand once you've ridden with us for a while.
Really? Then I can't wait.
Of course, our new lives will be nothing but pure fucking chaos. Of that, I have no doubt.
Doesn't matter. Gonna be a good life. I can feel it. And you'll sense it too.
Pan Am. Girl, are you running from Night City or going to your granny's for cookies and milk? Gun it or that storm will catch you.
Screw you.
Mitch, hey.
Hey, V.
Good to hear you, chum. How's things?
Give me a month and I'll be as good as new. I told you all I'd be fine, didn't I?
Come on, Mitch. You weren't nearly that confident after Mikoshi. None of us were. He was in bed for weeks, a vegetable. It would have been the end of him if not for his synapses. Toughened, made almost fry-proof in panzers back in the war.
Did save every one of our asses, though.
Pity Saul's not with us. Or Teddy. Or Bobby. Or Scorpion. They would have kicked your ass out of whack after that move with the Panzer. Then hugged you until you puked.
I know, Pan Am, I know.
Give us all a chance at a new start. Let's not fuck it up.
I'm glad you're with us, V. See you soon.
I can smell the ozone, even through the air conditioning.
It's that storm, getting close.
Ending as it started.
Okay, we've arrived.
It's high time.
Cassidy.
Hey, Mitch.
Hey, let's get the fuck out of here, shall we?
Hey, how are things? Is everything arranged?
Everything's almost set.
So you found it? Where we thought it would be?
All plans laid and in place.
They are indeed. Come see us when you're done. We'll talk about the who, what, and how.
I wonder how much is left. I was thinking it would be just a smooth drive out. Cassidy, brother, come on.
V, let me be thoroughly honest with you.
Okay.
Talk.
You look like shit. Do the great outdoors truly serve you so poorly?
Yes. Ooh, that's a new scar.
Exactly the contrary, cowboy. Starting to feel really alive for once.
I always did love the optimism of youth. Bad thoughts are cheap, but they smear over the truth like mud. You think you run out of fuel before the stop? You will. You think you're about to die? Your days are numbered. Now you had better ready yourself. We've got a border to cross and a storm to run from. It's a hell of a lot for one day.
I like Cassidy. I know, he just cowboy thing going on, it's fun.
I doubted you would come.
Why? Thought I'd stay in Night City?
You don't seem like one who'd care to make a fresh start. Ever.
Get to know me better. Could change your mind.
Well, I already made a fresh start when I came to Night City. Then I just make another one. Sometimes you gotta.
Need any help preparing?
No, it's all packed and ready to go. We were waiting for you. That's all.
All right. So the plan. One more time.
We won't take any official crossing. I think you know that, right? So there's this old smuggling tunnel. Forgotten. We'll aim to use that. It's near the wall.
Wait. Are we talking about one of those famous Aldecaldo tunnels?
Mm-hmm. One of the oldest ones, this one too. They dug through right after the First War.
Aldecaldo stopped using it years ago. We got tipped off that Night Corp had found it and started monitoring the area.
You scan it? You sure the tunnel's even open? Hasn't caved in anywhere?
It's open along its entire course. And all it needs is to stay open for us this last time. Then it can collapse. We won't be needing it anymore.
Look, tunnel's cool and all, but we gotta get there first. What about security up and down the border? Whole area's brimming with tech. Drones on perpetual patrol. Heavier stuff too, maybe.
Don't worry. We know what's there and what to do about it. And Carol and Cassidy will keep the corpos off our tail.
And nobody's likely to spot us.
Sooner or later, the border guards will realize something's not right.
But by the time they get around to it, we'll be far, far away. Plus, that storm's a true stroke of luck. It should cover our tracks.
We'll need more than a storm to keep the corpos off our tail.
Got bigger concerns than us. And even if they don't, just let them try and catch us. They'll regret it.
If I had my equipment. Suppose I could go and try and give them the old right, left, right.
Great. And once we've crossed, what then?
We'll make for our meeting point, join the rest of our people there, then we'll move on towards Tucson.
And once there, we call the shots, right?
We know the roads like the back of our hand. And down in Arizona, we have some old favors to call in.
So even if I wanted to, I got nothing to worry about.
Starting today, it's not all on your back. You're no longer alone, V. You'll get used to it. It's nice.
Thanks.
Well, time to move, before that storm finds us. Are we all set?
Mm-hmm.
So jack in. Let's get the hell out of here.
You got it.
This is your big new beginning. So you have to start it like a real nomad. Behind the proverbial wheel. Mostly go straight. Go around the bigger holes and don't lose the rest. Got it? I will deal with the nitro. The mix will go straight to the cylinders. If I don't sync it just right manually, it could blow us to bits.
I think that's best avoided.
Fuck. I just realized something.
What?
The border wall. It wasn't here when I was little. I never imagined it would be. But I had this inkling that everything was different up north. That some bright fucking future awaited me there.
Yeah, I think I know what comes next. Once you wound up on the other side and nothing changed, you thought Night City was the answer. Everything would change there.
Yes. And you know the tale's end, too. I'm returning. Right back to where I started. Fuck.
No. Might be the same place on the other side, same space, but you're different. Totally different.
All in all, you're right. And I have you. And the rest of these clowns.
Cacti are stuffed with explosives, apparently.
You ready?
Been ready always.
Then hit it! Home stretch! Full speed ahead!
They've launched the drones.
Carol! Cassidy! Get moving!
I'm heading west and activating the jammers.
They've marked me. I'm turning east to get them off your tail. Good luck, kids. See you on the other side.
Ow.
The nitro is ready. Say goodbye to Night City. It's your last chance.
Got nothing left to say.
Lucky he's the nitro even on.
Wheel is yours.
Let's ride.
Oh, there we go.
Exactly what you wanted. A new beginning.
Don't slow down, Pan Am. Not yet. It's perfect. All great, Pan Am. We're going home.
Hey, V. How's life out there in the desert? Getting some sun? Some fresh air in those lungs? Don't forget to get yourself a checkup every once in a while. Any dust or dirt gets into that insulation, you're done. Of course, decent ripper is harder to find out there than a 4-star hotel. So actually, how about you just stop by when you're back in the city, huh? Think I could swing a little discount for an old regular like you. Till next time, V.
Hey, V! Long time no see. Let me guess, you still the top of your game in all of Night City? Yeah, I left all that. I guess I'm just calling to say thanks. For everything. Wasn't until I'd left everything behind that I realized how depressed I was for all that time. Take it from me, V. If you ever get the chance, just leave. Leave and don't look back. The weight it takes off your shoulders, I can't even describe it. All right, enough lecturing. Take it easy, man.
Hey, V, listen, I don't think I'll make it back to camp tonight. Sandstorm's coming our way. No choice but to sit tight and hold it out. Just wanted to say, I know this isn't the first time. You know, that we had plans. Never realized how hard being a chief would be. Always looked so easy from the outside. I'm so lucky to have you, V. You can't even begin to imagine how much it means to me. How... Guess it's time to go. I'll make it up to you. I promise.
V, hey. Christ, that run we did. My heart's still pounding. A pack of nomads versus Arasaka. Oh, I mean, the odds were totally stacked against us. I didn't know if we'd get out alive. But hey, we made it. And you know why? Because you were the one leading the charge, V. The craziest, baddest merc from Pacifica to the Appalachians. I don't know what you're up to right now, what your plans are. But just remember, we'd walk through hell and back with you, brother, anytime. Until next time, eh? Take care.
Should have adjusted that since I went with the Adakotos ending.
Hey, Rogue here. I wanted to... Oh, voicemail. Why not? V? I was wondering if you could pass the message along to Johnny. 2 messages, actually. One, that he's an arrogant, egotistical son of a bitch. And second, that it was nice to talk to him again. Both of you, take care of yourselves, okay?
It's weird.
Hey, Pete, so funny thing just happened. Oh, fuck's sake. Voicemail again. Do you ever answer the phone? Like, ever? Seriously. I can get through to data term customer service faster than you. What did I even... Oh, yeah. You know that Us Cracks agent called me and asked if I would go on tour with them. At first, I was like, over my dead fucking body. But then I thought, hey, wait. That could actually be fun. So, who knows? Well, there's the latest gossip for you, if you even care. Call me back when you can, okay? Peace out.
V, hey.
Oh, River.
So, here's the thing. A couple fellas from the 5th Precinct busted a shop selling illegal iron. Sawed-offs, stun guns, mustard gas canisters. Orders from on up were to blow it all to the ground. But then I thought, maybe there's a better way to use all this stuff for a good cause. I still remember what you did for us. For me and Randy. The city needs more people like you. And I'm gonna make sure they're equipped. This one's on me, V. See you around.
It was weird.
Before samurai committed to seppuku, they wrote Jisei, a death poem. It contained their final thoughts about life, about death. I have read many of them of late. Some are truly works of beauty. Yet, I am not a samurai, so I bid you farewell with simple words. Rot in hell. Xero.
He's not happy that he didn't choose the other ending.
Hey, it's Peralez. V, you're gonna want to hear this. But first, you need to go somewhere no one's listening. Okay, so my wife, Elizabeth, she's in on the whole thing. She keeps saying I should look after myself. Tells me to take these pills. Says they're vitamins. Got them analyzed at a lab. And they look okay. But how am I supposed to know if somebody didn't falsify the results? Well, when you got a sec, call me, okay? Oh yeah, and don't forget to delete this message.
It's nice getting these little checkups.
Hey, V. Listen, I was just thinking about you, so I laid out a quick tarot. I know the reading's not as strong without you here, but we haven't seen each other for so long, and well, one thing led to another. You know what I drew? The chariot, the lovers, and the sun. Looks like you've got a good life ahead of you out in the Badlands. Good luck, V. Be free.
It was weird seeing V's face while he was talking, because we haven't seen that before. It was odd. Just the voice and the face going together, it was just odd. It'd be cool if they got Reeves back for sequel. But I feel Johnny's done, so they wouldn't. But it just, I don't know, just he kind of became a big face for it, so it just feels weird not to have him there. But yeah, I have a feeling he just, you know, won't be there, you know. Also, Jesse Cox, he was there for that one quest.
We lost everything. We had to pay the price.
What? Kojima?
There's a canvas with two faces of fallen angels who loved and lost. It was a passion for the ages, but in the end, guess we paid the cost.
This was a fun game. I did enjoy it. I kind of burned myself out a bit doing the side quests, and like the minutiae. But it was a fun game. It was a fun game. I liked it. It's not as buggy as people say. There's still some bugs and shit. But, you know, it's not as buggy as people say. Not nearly as buggy. You've seen my run, which is everything I've done in Cyberpunk. Bar maybe, you know, opening the game, then closing it, or, you know, whatever. Or like, oh, I bungled a word here. It was nice seeing the little calls from people as a little check-up and memorial, you know? To different characters and whatnot. I like this. I really did. And it also ended on kind of an optimistic note. One, two, three. I'll make a brief cut there. This is going on for a long ass time. Normally I stare at my phone during this, but not really an option. I want to give everyone a chance at, I just played through the game. I feel it's only appropriate for the credits to roll in their totality, to give everyone, their time in the limelight. Only feels right to do so. I liked Carrie. I did come to quite like him. I wish we saw more of him. I wasn't really sold on him when he was blowing up dust crack stuff, but when he had actually talked to them, when he invited us on the next mission, where we got to see a bit more of him, and then him on the Samurai. It was kind of fun, I actually came to quite like him. So I'm sad that that's all there is of the dude, unless you romance him, and even then there's not much more. It's sad to me. I would have liked to have seen more of Carrie. Would be nice. That's all. There is a DLC coming for this game, so we'll get to see a little bit more of what's going of the world and characters. But in all likelihood, it's just gonna be a brand new cast with only more for V and Johnny of the original crew. And I don't know if they're gonna do anything more for V's story. There's already work on a sequel being done, so after this bit of DLC, they're probably just going to focus on the sequel. So that'll be that. And I was thinking about it there. You know, I was saying before, like, they could have the old cast come up again. Say if it was set in Night City, they could have them come up again, but you know, like, there was a time skip between, like, I haven't looked much into it, but the Cyberpunk board game, pen and paper game, seemed to be Cyberpunk 2020. This is 2077. So there's a bit of a time skip. They could do another one. You know, that way they could clear the board. Everyone that knows what happened during this game is gone. Things have settled down, blah blah blah, and a new person rises within Night City. I never did find the last card. And there was those chips off to one side there at the end. Shit. Fuck. I'll have to go back and take a look. I'll be heading up there later on. Again. 3 more times. So 2 more times. So yeah. No, 3 more. There's Arasaka, Johnny, Crush Pills, Panam. No, there's 4. Panam, Johnny, Crush Pills, Arasaka. Yeah, there's 4, so I'll be hitting this up twice more. Crush Pills, probably just suicides you out right there on the roof. Probably don't get to do much else. Quarter 4. I want to record more, but well, it's late. This is still gonna go on for a while yet. Sure, I'll leave. I'll leave doing all the other routes for another day, but I could go record something else. But what I think I'm going to do is start reading some of the lore notes for the game. I've already read most of what I've gathered, but sorry, just noticed the Discord message. I've read most of the notes I found in the game within my Let's Play, but I think I'll do some separate vids of reading them out. Just going by the list of what I've already read so far. I'm not sure how much interest there is in that kind of vid, but it just, I don't know. I got the idea when I was playing a bit of Elite Dangerous of reading out all the lore things separately. Actually, no. This started back, well, partially that, but I started this back on a whim way back when with Witcher 3 and the bestiary there. I know it's bestiary, but bestiary sounds cool. But, so, yeah, it started back there with that, but I think the idea with Elite Dangerous kind of spurred it on. So, Tired. Probably as the time of recording, my Elite Dangerous footage won't be out. Time of release, my Elite Dangerous footage won't be out. I've been kind of putting it off as there's some snafus with my recordings and stuff, and like I was trying to do a quest and it went poorly, and I was like, ah, fuck, I'm out of it now. Even though I could just pay a minor fee and I have my vehicle back and it's all good. I got so worked up and I've got to do this right. This has got to go right. When it went a slight bit wrong, I was just like, bah, and I had to go cool off for a bit. I just get so fixated. If I get the slightest crinkle, I'm just, you know, off. So, yeah. And then there's, after Elite Dangerous, because I got annoyed with its inventory system, I went and the bounty system of you having to make it to the station or you lose the bounties. So if you get blown up after killing 2 guys, that get killed by the 3rd after killing 2, you lose the bounty on the 2. But it was also the inventory. I went back to EVE Online, and then I had some tangents there that I'm not quite happy with. It's just like, yes, it's me. You saw that, a few people saying that, but you didn't confirm it yourself, so take it out of the video. And yes, that annoyed you, but you're bitching about it, and I'm not happy with it now, take it out of the video. But here's the issue. Not every time I started bitching about it, I stopped and marked it as a separate thing so I could easily edit it. So I am now paranoid that it's dotted around somewhere within my EVE Online footage. But here's the issue. There's a lot of EVE Online footage. There's a lot left to this, so let me, while this is going, EVE Online session. I think I got better about it around when I joined my corp. So... That one session's puzzling me. There's a session 15 just in the middle of everything. I don't know why it's there. I'll have to look into it when I finally get around to editing this. I'm also sitting on a number of Final Fantasy 14 vids. Okay, so this is just what I recorded before I joined my corp. 72 hours, 41 minutes, 20 seconds. And anywhere in there could be me going on a tangent. 72 hours of footage is a lot to check. If it could be dotted around anywhere. Now what I recorded in totality is 135 hours, 19 minutes, 3 seconds. 135 hours of EVE Online. Annoyingly, a lot of that needs to be edited. There's 289 sessions. There's 289 items. Provided nothing else turns up, the thing is fully loaded here. But there's 56 sessions. So, like, there's one session here that's 2 segments. 2 segments. And all it is graph to next set. Well, there is a... After session 24 on, I pretty much have to black box every episode of EVE Online. So the chat box can't be seen. I've left the corp and it's all old, so, you know, maybe I don't need to do it anymore, but in spirit of it, I'll do so. Oh, Rift Apart is on Steam now. I question how good of a port it is. The last, when they put The Last of Us port on PC, it was terrible, from what I hear. But, yeah, I have to black bar out my... out corp chat and whatnot. it was one of the rules for streaming. But recording and then posting 2 years later might be an issue. It's, OPSEC. That's why they want you to black bar it while you're streaming. So people can't, and not to record comms without permission. But, no idea about anything else. Oh, I don't know. I suppose it wouldn't really matter now, but it's the spirit of things, So yeah, I need to black bar out everything from 24 on, except for a few sessions here I did on the alt I set up. Two sessions I did on an alt I set up, just getting it ready and whatnot. So yeah, basically there's 289 episodes, 56 sessions. There's a lot of checking I need to do here. A lot. Fuck. There's one session here, 41, that goes down to Q. If you don't know my session naming, actually Q isn't the worst. It's still obnoxious though. 41, 41A, and then it follows the alphabet. So, yeah. I'm not looking forward to dealing with that. But yeah, I'll just do what I can. Got that with a session here of 3 hours. Well, 2 hours, 59 minutes. 2 hours, 31. 5 hours, 43, baby. Hell yeah. Oh my god. Wait. Did you know? Oh god, I just spent the 5 hours goddamn mining. I spent the 5 fucking hours mining. And nothing but. I did some auctioning at one point. I sold some stuff. I had salvage drones out. God damn it, me. And yeah, you heard past me from 2021 there. A sneak preview of my nearly 6 hour long mining episode. I may just put it up as a singular episode. How fun. I didn't end up recording too much mining and stuff when I joined the Corp. Apparently it made the Corp look bad, the Alliance look bad, if you recorded any footage that wasn't PvP. The rules were direct. Non-PvP content made the Corp look bad. The Alliance look bad. One guy was saying, nah, if you were like hitting up one of the PvE places, like they did a guide to how to hit one up, it would be fine, but that's not what the rules said. If you recorded non-PvP content, it made the Alliance look bad. It was dragged. I hate when people write rules, then you have to like, nah, this is what they mean. Just, be exact in what you mean, be clear, It's painful when you don't. But, anyway. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of Evil Online footage there. I'm also sitting on a ton of Final Fantasy 14 footage. How do I have it marked down? Is it XIV or 14? XIV. I've actually some of the Final Fantasy 14 footage already cut up, and then I have some of the God damn, Cyberpunk is still going. I'm just talking shop here at this point. I already have it some cut up, and the Elite Dangerous too. Actually, there is a bit of Final Fantasy 14 footage I meant to upload ages back. I cut an episode out because I was just like, oh, that was an internet rumor and legend. I'm not sure if that's true. So it's a little slanderous, because there was an internet legend going around that this one guy based the female lead, the chick that the main guy gets with, off his romantic partner. The mangaka married. Here's the thing, she's the worst girl of the series. She's violent, abusive, and never gets her face broken for it. She's completely unlikable, completely distasteful, and yeah, you'll be honestly cheering for, my god, the Mongols are attacking! They're dragging her off behind their horses! My god, the Chupacabra is feasting on her flesh! You know, you'll be cheering. You'll be showering the goat demon with the blood drinking demon with gold, with all the goats it can drink, if it did so, So it's just like, does he hate the woman? So yeah, it's just I wasn't happy with it, because it's just like, even saying that there's any overlap there feels slanderous to me. But so I took it down, meant to edit it before the preceding episode came out. Proceeding episode came out, and I failed by a few years. My Final Fantasy 14 footage has long since stopped coming out, and I still haven't uploaded it. I was going to upload it when I actually started doing these again. And I actually have a Durkar episode still sitting on my PC from like 2017, whenever I last did a Durkar episode. If you do not know who Durkar is my orc shaman in WoW. What I was doing before was I was going to raise an alt of every class, already a paladin covered. So I was going to raise a character of every class, and I was going to go through each, level them all through classic, try to hit up every zone. Not, in total, every zone. Like, okay, this character goes from 1 to 60, okay, they hit, Blasted Lands, they're going to go to the new expand, or, 60 is down to cap, or is it 70, whatever. But, let's go by the old levels. They hit 58, they can now go to the new place. They finished Blasted Lands, they're probably 60 now. Are they going to go to They were originally going to go to Outland, but then they made it so you could go to Outland or Wrath. So I was going to start branching them off there. And try and hit up every zone in the old world. Have, an Alliance and Horde go through each zone in Outland. Since the top level zones, there's 2 top level zones in Outland, I would need 4 characters there, 2 Horde, 2 Alliance. Same, with Northrend, branch them out there. If I have to run a character through multiple places, it's no big deal. It's no big deal, it's fine. But, it's just, that was the plan. And then I could do all the Order Hall quests, all the character quests, and, show off everything. But they never went too far, because it was draining doing all that. Because I couldn't be at the time, I couldn't shoot the shit and be like listening to Taverncast while doing it, or music, or what have you. So I was just plodding through the stuff, and it was boring as shit. I kind of hate old world content. I think I've done it too much or something. Getting to Outland would, I hope, freshen it up, but I think I finished all the characters, and then I was just like, I'm done. And then shit went down, and I feel awkward going back to WoW, and It's, ugh. So, yeah. But yeah, I still have an episode of Durkar floating around from like 2018 or something. It was, took place not like a week or two, three, after my last Durkar episode. It was just me logging in, but okay, I'm saving my mail. Here, see what money I made off the auction house. And that was it. If I ever do start doing Durkar vids again, I'll upload that. So you'll get to hear old me. And I'll be sure to flag it as such. So yeah, it's episode 411 of Final Fantasy XIV that's missing. And I'm sitting on... It appears, if I don't have any of this misfoldered. Let's see, 54 hours, 2 minutes, and 15 seconds of Final Fantasy XIV footage. That's like a ton of beast quests, dungeons, main story continuation. I finished all the beast quests in A Realm Reborn. If you don't know what beast quests are, they're, the rep grinds in WoW. They're basically that, but they're done a bit differently. It takes 3 days to raise a reputation level with a faction. You can do 12 daily quests a day, and when you get a faction, you get 3 quests. Here's 3 quests. Standardly. There's one that's an exception, the Ixal, but we'll talk about them in a sec. So, here's 3 quests. It's still going. 15 minutes fucking later. I can nearly justify this being its own fucking separate episode. Okay. With the beast quests, you meet a faction, meet the Sahagin. You meet the Sahagin. Here's 3 quests. Oh, you did that for 3 days? Okay. Here's another 3 quests. So now you have 6. You do those 6 for 3 days. You're on the next level. Here's another 3. So now you have 9. That's all you're going to get. Next rank is the final rank. So you do that for 3 days. As far as I remember, I don't think there's a fort. So there's 9 quests you now have to do for the Sahagin. There's a small pool, so you might be doing the exact same quest every time, but for most you will be. Like, there's different quest givers. Like, this guy will give these 3 quests. There might be a 4th that he may occasionally give, but it's these 3 quests. And it'll be same for the other 2, I feel there is some swap out, but it's minor. So you often feel like you're just doing the same quests again and again, because you are. So you do those 9 quests, and then you get the final quest. And each time you go up a level, you get a story quest to do that continues their story. And there's like 5 different factions. The Fairies, the Sahagin, the Ixal, the Amaja, the Kobolds. There's 5, unless I'm forgetting someone. The Ixal are different. The others focus on combat. The Ixal focus on crafting. These are the origin of the airships in Final Fantasy XIV. A Lalafell worked with an Ixal and made the airships off their designs. That information was lost, or can be brushed aside, and the Ixal involvement was forgotten. But you end up working with the Ixal, and spoilers, a Lalafell that joins you. I think that's in the fucking opening quest. So it's no real big spoiler. But they give more than just like 9 quests total. Like off the bat you have like 5. And there's one special one that's just like, hey, we need these random items, turn them into us for, XP and, rep and whatnot. And you can choose from a huge list of the different which leans on the different crafting professions. But the thing is, you could just buy them if you want, or make them. It's all the same. The normal quests require you to make stuff. So yeah, But it doesn't really require any real crafting skill, I don't think, so you can be at whatever level, as far as I can tell. You could literally just pick up a crafting skill just to do the Ixal quests. But yeah, with the Ixals, you'll have easily 12 quests there with them. And I imagine their faction is scaled accordingly. So, but it'll still probably take the 3 days of focusing on the Ixal to go up the rank. At least it's only 3 days per thing. It can be more brutal with WoW factions, but at the same time, a lot of WoW factions allow you to grind. Like killing enemies gets you rep, or whatever. So there's a bit more freedom with them, but at least these, it's 3 days and you're done. But the thing is, you're limited to 12 quests a day total. So you can do the 9 for the 9 for the Sahagin and 3 for the Kobolds, even though you could do 9 Kobold missions. So it does bottleneck you. So yeah, I went through all that fucking grind to do a quest. It's like a culmination of it all your work. And I will also continue the main storyline a bit. I've also done tons of merching and crafting work. And due to all my questing, I also vastly out-leveled the base game. Not that it really matters much. I can't do any of the quests to get new abilities, I don't think. Not till I progress into the new expansion. And all my gear is fitting for the area rather than my level. Plus, even if it was fitting for my level, I'll be scaled down to area level, the area's level, when I was doing quests and dungeons and the like. So, yeah. My god, it's still fucking going. It's still fucking come on. Talsorian Games. Mike Pondsmith is the guy who came up with this. Kojima Production. Oh, that was... fuck. That was actually a clip from the episode. You better not get me in trouble, you... Actually, I uploaded that the other day. I could check. Here, let me just mute the game's audio for a sec. Since I don't know what tab Brave will be on when I open it. It was a safe one. That was good. Okay, it's loading. My god, I've been in the credits for half an hour. This session. This session's gone on for 31 minutes. This session segment's been going on for 31 minutes. I've recorded credits footage from earlier as well. Like, my fucking god. I'm only going through this once. You'll hear the calls at the end of each session. You'll hear the calls at the end of each segment. At the end of each route. But that's it. I'm not sitting through these again. Once is enough. What was I going to do? Oh, Kojima Productions. I was gonna look that up, but why did I want to open Brave? Yeah, I just stopped my recording there so I could go check the thing, because it feels like my brain's overheating. You could literally just pick it up a crafting skill just to do the Talsorian Games. Mike Pondsmith is the guy who came up with this. Kojima Production. And due to all my questing, I also found to area level, the area's level, when I was doing quests and dungeons and the like. Here, pass me. Yeah. My god, it's still fucking going. It's still fucking going, come on. I agree. Mike Pondsmith is the guy who came up with this. Kojima Production. Oh yes, thank you. Oh, that what? Fuck. No wonder I thought this was cycling. I was staring at the recording, then the actual active footage. I was getting completely turned about. Copyright. No, I didn't get hit with any copyright claims. I didn't hit with claims for Devil in Satgat. Just, but it, like, they're just claims like, oh, I own this. You can use it though. That kind of claiming, but that's it. But a devil trapped within my left arm. Sorry, I can't help but just view the, that game through a very chunny light. In all good fun, you know? In all good fun. Actually, I never do look up what Kojima has to do at all with, there we go. 2, 3, 4. What Kojima has to do at all with Cyberpunk. Ah. I completely missed him. Completely. It's actually right at the start of the game during the heist. After speaking with the waitress, the option to explore the place rather than go and choose the option to explore rather than going up to the room. To the right of the bartender is a booth with Kojima's Oshima character. You'll find him speaking about brain dances and his video games are aiming to capture real raw human emotion. So, yeah, that'll be an Easter egg I could do. Might get me some views. I'm just kind of desperate for, like, attention on my channel simply because I've been doing this for the best part of 10 years. And if not 10 years, over 10 years now. And I'm still a very small channel. I'm a little agitated by that. As I would like to... I wouldn't mind making some money off these vids, honestly. I wouldn't mind making a bit. I had monetization on way back when, but I never saw any money. It was like 0.0018, and I was with Maker at the time, actually. So I started signing agreements with them, and then US they were going to take their cut. They were going to take their cut, and the US had to take a 30% cut, and then I would have had to pay stuff over here, and it's just like, I never got around to it, and fuck if I know where it is now. So, bleh. For whom the bell tolls. I'll rise and go now, and go to Innish free. small cabin boat there. Ah, fuck. I will sodomize you, and I will face fuck you, cocksucker Aurelius, and bottom bitch Furious. I cannot remember. There's apparently that could be an inaccurate translation. I've seen another version that says, and butt boy Furious. The other one is a bit more punchy and probably it carries the right spirit. I'm seeing yet another version that says a word that I do not recognize. I will sodomize you and I will face fuck you. And that is actual poetry. Catamite. What is a catamite? In ancient Greece and Rome, a catamite, Latin catamitus, was a pubescent boy who was the intimate companion of an older male, usually in a pederastic relationship. It was generally a term of affection and literally means Ganymede in Latin, but also a term insult when directed towards a grown man. So, Cthulhu 16. I will sodomize you, and face fuck you, cocksucker Aurelius and catamite Furious. You who think, because my verses are delicate, that I am modest. For it is right for... This is off genius.com. For it is right for the devoted poet to be chaste himself, but it's not necessary for his verses to be so. Verses which then have taste and charm. If they are delicate and sexy, can incite an itch, and I don't mean in boys, but in those hairy men who can't get their flaccid... I don't like this version. I prefer the one on Wikisource. That's credited as translated by Wikisource. I will sodomize you and face fuck you, cocksucker Aurelius, and they say butt boy here. They used to say bottom bitch, but they say butt boy now. And catamite Furious, who think because of my little verses, because they're a little soft, that I am ashamed. For it is right for the devoted poet to be chaste for himself, but it's not necessary for his verses to be so. Verses which then indeed have taste and charm, if they're delicate and have no shame, and because they can, if they're delicate, have no shame, and because they can incite an itch, and I don't mean in boys, but in those hairy men who can't move their loins. You, because about my many thousands of kisses you've read, you think me less of a man. I'll sodomize you, and face fuck you. Aurelius, father of hungers, not only of these, but of however many have ever been, or are, or will be throughout the years. You want to bugger my boy, not secretly, for you're always with him, you joke around together, attached to his side you try everything. For although you plot against me, I'll stick to you first, my dick in your mouth. Still, if that were enough, I'll keep my peace. I take offense now at this, that the boy will learn from you, me, the hunger and thirst, on account of which lay off, for you can do so chastely, lest you should reach your end, but with a dick in your mouth. Cthulhu 21. Cthulhu 23. Furious, you who haven't got a slave, no piggy bank, not a bug or spider or heat, but you certainly have a father and stepmother, whose teeth can even chew sand. It's delightful for you with your father and with your father's wooden wife. No wonder, since you all do well with everything. You endure nicely. You fear nothing, not flame nor total ruin, not evil deeds or slanderous lies, or utter chance of dangers. But really, are your bodies drier than bone, or than anything, if there is anything, made even drier by sun, cold, and starvation? So why wouldn't everything be well and happy for you? You are without sweat, spit, snot, or runny nose. That To this neatness add an even greater neatness, because your asshole is cleaner than a salt dish. Not 10 shits in a whole year, and are harder than a bean or little pebbles. And if you touched it and probed it with your hands, you could never slip a finger into it. Furious, don't despise these lovely comforts, or think them worthless. And as for that grand you always beg, leave off with 100. You're happy enough. Katalis. I'm sorry. Magnifique. Très bien. I'll sodomize you. I'll face fuck you. Thank you for playing. Congrats. You've completed the main storyline of Cyberpunk 2077. Well, remember, the Night City never sleeps. There's still much to do and see. Much see and do. You can continue your last open world checkpoint where you'll have a special reward waiting for you. Would you like to keep playing? Sure. Just one more gig. I wouldn't say, again, I could be interested in playing through the game again, but with Silverhand's gone. Starting off with that, I'll be perfectly happy. I'll build myself around it. God damn it, game. My god, I was on those credits for over an hour. And then it banjacks me and doesn't show me the goddamn thing I'm meant to see here. Or maybe it did. Wow. Here's your reward. Congratulations, you've completed the main storyline of Cyberpunk 2077. Here are your rewards. Unknown item. Fuck. My god, that fucking... See how long it took? I also don't like that it didn't count that game time. Wish it did. I'm just curious as to what the hell is here. Because there was clearly a menu there that I couldn't see. So I'm gonna go back here. And we'll just blitz the ending. There's a little bit of driving, a cutscene.
See the child. He is pale and thin. V, let me be thoroughly honest with you.
He didn't say that line the first time around.
You
There's a
look like
glitch.
shit.
Maybe it is a bit
Great
buggy.
outdoors truly serve.
Exactly. Why?
You know.
Gets. Need any? Our.
We won't. So there.
Wait.
Aldecott.
You scared? Look. And.
What?
Got bigger. Great.
We'll make.
Then.
Well.
Okay, we'll... Like I said, we'll abbreviate this. as much as I can. Like, I'll be skipping the credits.
We're ready. After you, Pan Am.
My
Are we all set?
perspective's screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
So jack in. Let's get the hell out of here.
You got it.
See, the top's a little cut off.
This is your big new beginning. So you have to start it like a real nomad. Behind the proverbial wheel. Mostly go straight. Go around the bigger holes and don't lose the rest. Got it? I will deal with the nitro. The mix will go straight to the cylinders. If I don't sink it just right manually, it could blow us to bits.
I think that's best avoided.
Fuck. I just realized something.
What?
The border wall, it wasn't here when I was little. I never imagined it would be. But I had this inkling that everything was different up north. That some bright fucking future awaited me there.
Yeah, I think
Honestly,
I know
those
what comes
cacti
next.
just get...
Once you wound up on the other side,
they're like
nothing
fucking
changed. You
TNT.
thought Night City was the answer.
Maybe I
Everything
hit
changed
into
there.
a rock. It wasn't the cacti, but
And
honestly,
the tail's end, too. I'm returning. Right back to where I started.
I didn't see any rocks.
No. Might be the same place on the other side, same space, but you're different. Totally different.
All in all, you're right. And I have you. And the rest of these clowns.
Indeed, you have those clowns
Ready?
and this whole circus
Really
right here.
always.
Then hit it! Home stretch! Full speed ahead!
They've launched the drones.
Carol! Cassidy! Get moving!
I'm heading west and activating the jammers.
They've marked me. I'm turning east to get them off your tail. Go on, kids. See you on the other side.
The nitro is ready. Say goodbye to Night City. It's your last chance.
Got nothing left to say. Start her up. The wheel is yours.
Let's ride! Exactly what you wanted. A new beginning.
Don't slow down, Pan Am. Not yet.
Misheard that line the first time around. I heard it as slow down, not yet. The quest is still glitched out in the top right. I'm on fire for some reason. But yeah, hour-long credits, like, fuck, damn. At least let's speed it up a bit. I know it cuts into the amount of time people can get to be on screen for credits, but an hour-long credits, that's a bit cruel. We just have to sit through this bit and we're gone. Actually, since it sends me back to my last open world save, I can just use this character, the post-game complete version of the character, for the DLC, because I'll have Johnny back, and I can use it for the other endings. And actually, it's if I have the quest, I can. So, hey folks, There we go.
Well?
It's perfect. All great, Pan Am. We're going home.
Sorry, I had some notes.
Hey, V. How's life out there in the desert? Getting some sun? Some fresh...
Brr. Error noise. Not comforting. If there's nothing meant to be there, I don't know. You have to hit escape. It's just a black fucking screen otherwise. Cool, here's your reward. Congrats. You completed main storyline of Cyberpunk 2077. Here's your rewards. So legendary gorilla arms. Very nice. Classic and reliable replacements for natural limbs suitable for all kinds of hard labor. The Autocado's jacket. Unknown item. And an access token to a room on the Ebunike. As well as the Militech Berserk Mark V. The only official Berserk implant for Militech available on the market, but an exceptionally fine one at that. Genius lies in being nano-powered, making it highly suitable for regenerative purposes. And judgment. So then find the other one. What's with that jacket? It's very lewd. Remind me of there's some manga I remember seeing. Oh yeah, I could just go do Hanako's quest. Fuck. I remember seeing one manga. It's about this succubus trying to cheer up this depressed guy, and it's a romance. He has to stop her from going out in this see-through raincoat because she wears nothing in general, and it ends up being very lewd. It's somehow lewder for, like, yeah, she wears nothing in general, but it's made even lewder for wearing the see-through raincoat. So I can just go back to Hanako, run through that conversation again, and, you know, end back up on the guy's table, go through all that conversation again. I could skip it and, you know, reload that save from later on. But if I do it this way, I get to bring the rewards for beating the main game into another ending route. And I can stack up, if there's rewards for beating the game each time, and they're different, I can stack up the rewards. In theory, if there is such a thing. I don't know what that unknown item I got was. Maybe that was just the scan of the thing. Okay, I need to find out where the... Ebunike is? It's Daniel Street, Northside, Watson. So, I'm gonna see what's over here. Then I'm gonna just, I'll save for today. and then I'll go and do a few reading of a few journals. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll do the next 3 endings. The Crush Pills ending, the Arasaka ending, and the Johnny ending. Oh, this is convenient. It's just fucking here. Yeah, I'm doing followed first. Snap grab before. I doubt I got everything in the game, but I'll find anything new. It said a room on the Ebenuki. Sunshine 4 days ago. Huh. If we'd found her sooner, I'm sure Rogue would have had a comment. Damn it. I was hoping that was it. That key to a room here could be where Johnny's car was. You know, not... and Nels. Actually, no, that's... ooh, actually, it could be like this. Oh, okay. It must be a key to here. Ba Jing Chong? I don't know how to speak the language. Smasher's room. Have I gotten everything that's in here? So, yeah. I've gotten everything that's in here. It's the blueprint there. That's the thing of real interest. So, I hope you've enjoyed Cyberpunk 2077. We have cleared the Aldecados route. We see what happens to V in general when the game ends, and in particular what happens to V when he goes the Aldecado route. We joined the family. we join the family. Numerous people die, but we ride off to a relatively happy end. Optimistic that we'll be able to take our body back. Whether we will or not, it's not likely, but we might. We might be able to save ourselves. Albeit, we are now an engram trying to hijack our own body. But still. So, I was more optimistic than I was expecting. I was expecting to just, be a no, you die no matter what kind of ending, So, I hope you've enjoyed Cyberpunk 2077. I have. I did really burn myself out doing all those side quests and minutiae, but I did enjoy this, and like I was saying the last time, I kind of didn't want it to end. I kind of do, but I kind of don't, and I'm straddling this awkward area. There's more of some characters I wanted to see, like Carrie and the like, but River, they seemed interesting, but that's it. And somehow I don't think the DLC is going to have that new for them. They're not going to be involved. It's a new cast, It's only going to be me and Johnny from the old world, I bet. And then I imagine the sequel's not going to have any of these characters in it. Because there's so many ways, like, River can die. River can live. You don't know what's going to happen. The one issue with doing sequels for these games is the player choice. Did a player do this? Did a player do that? Did a player... what ending did they get for this character? What ending did they get for that character? It would be impossible for the devs to account for them all, and write accordingly without making the effects minimal at best. At best. So... So yeah, there's not gonna be. While I want to see more of Carrie, I want to see more of the characters. I'm not going to. That's it. This is the end of them. Even in that DLC, I imagine. And the sequel, it's not going to touch on them because that will require either choosing a canon end or writing, multiple routes. Like, how when you start off Witcher, it's like, did you do this? Did you do that? But, doing that again. And honestly, I'd love if they actually made such choices matter in any way. Galaxy Updater keeps trying and failing to update. It's annoying. But, I don't know if I'm making sense. So, basically, I want to see more of the characters. I've come to really like the game, the setting, the feel of it. But I'm sad that we're not going to see any more of them. Their story and tale is done. River, not going to see any more. Carrie, we're not going to see any more. They're probably not going to be in the DLC. It's probably going to be its whole new shtick. And that's it. Like, think of Blood and Wine. Or Hearts of Stone. Well, yeah, I know Ciri and the other two turned up at the end of Blood and Wine. It was a bit part, a few lines, and that was it. Just a nod to whoever you choose, or the fact that you didn't choose anyone. In Hearts of Stone, they weren't there at all. There was no main cast characters, so I'm presuming Phantom Liberty is going to be the same. So we're not going to get to see any more of the characters that I want to see more of. And the sequel is probably not going to touch these at all because they would have to account for the change, what we did in the character stories. Like, River could die. So they're probably not going to worry about that kind of thing. Or make the changes completely minimal, Or negligible, Like, River dies not long after anyway, or, that kind of thing, That'll piss people off, but, companies seem to like doing that. So, all I'm saying here is this is a long way of saying I'm disappointed. I really want to see more of the characters in the game. I actually come to really like some of them, and I want to see more of them, and I'm not going to get to. There's probably only going to be the one DLC and then the sequel that's not going to be connected at all. So it's a bit sad, it's a bit disappointing, but it is what it is. So, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed Cyberpunk 2077. If there's anything at all you'd like to tell me and you'd like to comment on, please in the comment section below, let me know. Let me know. Till then.